Looking for the best budget drones to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Ruko F11GIM2. Now, I know Ruko isn't exactly a household name like DJI, but hear me out. This drone is absolutely incredible value for money at just $179. This is one of those situations where a lesser-known brand has created something that genuinely competes with the big boys while keeping the price accessible for everyone. The F11GIM2 comes with a 4K camera mounted on a 2-axis gimbal, and the footage quality is honestly surprising for the price. Colors are vibrant, detail is sharp, and the stabilization works really well for smooth video. What really impressed me is the 28-minute flight time that's competitive with drones costing twice as much. The GPS system is reliable, giving you all the usual features like return to home and position hold. The drone itself feels well built and more premium than the price suggests, with a nice foldable design that makes it travel-friendly. But here's where the F11GIM2 really wins. The feature set is absolutely loaded. You're getting intelligent flight modes, follow me capability, orbit mode, and even some advanced features like waypoint flying. The controller feels comfortable and has a good range, and the app, while not as polished as DJI's, gets the job done. The best part, you're getting all of this at $179, which is incredible value. Sure, the brand recognition isn't there, and customer support might not be as robust as DJI's, but for most people who just want a capable drone for recreational flying and content creation, the F11GIM2 delivers everything you need at a price that won't break the Number 2. DJI Mini 2 SE. This was a tough call between this and our number 1 pick. At around $299, it's definitely the most expensive drone on this list, but the value proposition is absolutely incredible. This is basically DJI's way of giving us a taste of their premium technology at a more accessible price point. The Mini 2 SE is essentially a stripped-down version of the regular Mini 2. But don't let that fool you. It's still packed with features. The 2.7K camera produces genuinely good footage that you could probably use for professional work in a pinch. The 3-axis gimbal is smooth as silk, and the overall image quality is noticeably better than everything else on this list. Flight time is solid at about 31 minutes, and the build quality is vintage DJI, meaning it feels premium and reliable. The drone weighs just 249 g, so no FAA registration needed in most places. Where the Mini 2 SE really shines is in its reliability and ecosystem. You're getting access to DJI's mature app ecosystem, regular firmware updates, and that legendary DJI customer support. The intelligent flight modes work flawlessly. The GPS is rock solid, and the overall flying experience is just more polished than anything else in this price range. The only reason it's not. Number 3. Patensic Atom SE. And this is where things start getting really interesting. Priced at around $199, this drone is technically pushing the upper limit of what I'd call budget, but trust me, it's worth every penny. The Atom SE is essentially Patensic's answer to the DJI Mini, and they've done a surprisingly good job at creating a compelling alternative. The standout feature here is definitely the GPS system. It's incredibly accurate and reliable, which means you're getting professional-level positioning and stability. The 4K camera is genuinely impressive for the price point. The footage is sharp, colors are vibrant, and the 3-axis gimbal keeps everything buttery smooth. Flight time hits about 32 minutes, which is fantastic and actually competitive with drones costing twice as much. The drone itself feels premium, too, with a nice compact design that folds down for easy transport. What really sets the Atom SE apart is the intelligent flight modes. You've got all the usual suspects like follow me and orbit, but the execution is really well done. The app is intuitive, the connection is stable, and the overall flying experience feels polished. The obstacle avoidance system works pretty well, too, though it's not as advanced as what you find on higher-end DJI models. My only complaint is that spare parts can be a bit tricky to find compared to more popular brands, but for most casual users, this won't be an issue. Now we're talking. The DJI Mini 2 SE takes the silver medal. Number 4. Holystone HS440. And let me tell you, this drone punches way above its weight class. At around $130, Holystone has managed to pack in features that you typically see on much more expensive drones. This is honestly one of those hidden gems that not enough people talk about, but it absolutely deserves a spot on this list. The HS440 comes with a 2K camera that actually produces some decent footage. I mean, it's not going to replace your professional setup, but for social media content and casual flying, it's more than good enough. What really impressed me is the 26-minute flight time. That's honestly incredible for a budget drone. Most drones in this price range struggle to hit 15 minutes, so getting nearly half an hour is a game share. The GPS positioning is rock solid, too, which means you get features like return to home and position hold, making it super beginner friendly. Where this drone really shines is in its smart features. You've got follow me mode, orbit mode, and even waypoint flying, which is pretty advanced stuff for a sub 150 drone. The build quality feels solid in your hands, and the controller is actually pretty comfortable for longer flying sessions. The only real downsides are the slightly plasticky feel and the fact that it's not the most compact drone for travel, but honestly, for the price point, the HS440 delivers way more value than it has any right to. Number 5. Ryze Tello. Now, I know what you're thinking. DJI made this thing, so it's got to be good, right? Well, yes and no. The TE is basically DJI's entry-level drone that they partnered with Ryze to create. And honestly, it's perfect if you're just dipping your toes into the drone world. At around $99, this little guy is incredibly affordable and surprisingly capable for what you're paying. What I love about the TE is how stupidly easy it is to fly. You can literally control it with your smartphone, and the app is super intuitive. The 720p camera isn't going to win any awards, but for your first drone, it's totally fine for getting those basic aerial shots and learning the ropes. Plus, and this is a big plus, it's got all the DJI stability tech built in, so you're not going to crash it into a tree on your first flight. The flight time is about 13 minutes, which isn't amazing. But again, we're talking about a $100 drone here. The real magic of the TE is in its programmability. If you're into coding or want to teach kids about drones, this thing can be programmed with Scratch, which is pretty cool. It's also incredibly lightweight at just 80 g, so you don't need to register it with the FAA in most countries. The downside, no GPS, no obstacle avoidance, and the range is pretty limited at about 100 m. But honestly, for beginners who just want to learn without breaking the bank, the TE is solid gold. Coming in